To register your transect, go to My Sites, click Add Site, enter the name of your transect. This name is chosen by you and should represent the location of your route. You can then use the map to find your start point. So you can zoom straight into your location. Once you've found your start point, click on that square, and that auto fills the grid reference on the left hand side. Next, enter the county. This is in Perth and Kinross. The number of different sections you split your route into, the overall length if you know it, and the year it was established. You can then click Save in the bottom right corner. This then takes you to the Your Route tab, where you can draw in the sections of your transect. The number of sections entered on the previous page are shown in squares above the map. Adjacent to these boxes are the map tools. You can find a description of each tool if you hover over it. The first tool allows you to navigate and move around the map. You can also use the zoom tool to zoom in and out. The next tool along is the draw tool, which we will use to draw in our individual sections. And you know when this is highlighted, as you'll get an arrow with a red circle. The tool next to this is the edit tool, so this allows you to make any changes to the sections you've previously drawn. So let's draw in the sections. Click on section 1 and make sure the draw tool is selected, so we can tell this is as we have a red circle with our arrow. Click on the start point for that section. This begins the drawing process. Move the arrow along your route, clicking every time you need to change direction. Every time you click, a line will be drawn between that point and the previous point. So continue this process for the whole of that section. When you get to the end of that section, double click and that sets that section. Continue this process for all the sections. In between, it's worth using your navigation tool to adjust the map so you can see the whole of the section that you'll be drawing. Double click to set that section. So that's the whole of my route drawn. If you need to make any changes to one of the sections, you can use the edit tool. So with the section you want to change highlighted, click the edit tool, and this will bring up a series of circles which you can click and move to adjust that route. So you can adjust the routes as you need to. If you want to start a section again, highlight that section and you can erase that route. And that'll erase section 4 and you can start drawing it again. Once you're happy with your transect, you can move on to the Section Details tab. It's this section where you enter information on the habitat type and the land use type. Now, the habitat type is really important for us to begin to understand which particular bumblebee species are associated with which habitats. So the more information you can give us here, the better. But as a minimum, if you can include the principal habitat type for each individual section. So it's all drop-down lists. So I will start with section 1, which is an industrial site. I'm going to add some additional habitat information as well. You can also include a description of the area. So land use type, again, all drop-down boxes. So just choose the description that best matches your site. When you've entered all the information, if you scroll to the bottom of the page, the bottom right hand corner is a save button. That saves that information for that section. Then go through the same process for each of your sections. And once you've saved all the habitat and land use information for your transect, that's your transect completely registered and you're ready to go out recording bumblebees.